Alright, hello everyone, my name is Justin, here to review my first book on my YouTube channel. This is book 148, and the reason it's 148 is because it's the 148th book that I've read on my Goodreads app, so I'm not going to go back and do all the other 147, but this is number one. As you can see, it is entitled A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson. It was first published in 1998, so it's a little bit dated, but it doesn't read that way. I picked this guy up in Ocean City, New Jersey on Asbury Avenue. I forget the name of the bookstore, but it was a used bookstore. I dropped off a bunch of my old books that I didn't read anymore, nobody wanted, and I think I got about $250 of store credit, and I bought this for like $2.99. So I have credit there that'll last me my whole life because I rarely ever make it down there, so hopefully next summer I'll pick up a few books. Anyway, on to the book. This will be pretty short, hopefully a couple minutes. A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson. It's a non-fiction, as I said. A lot of the books I read are non-fiction. But Bill Bryson lived overseas in Europe, originally born in America, I believe in New Hampshire, somewhere in the Northeast, and he decides, he has a family, and he decides he wants to get, as he moves back from Britain to America, he wants to get in touch with his homeland, and in particular, nature. So he goes out and decides he's going to hike the Appalachian Trail, which, sounds like a daunting task. It's over 2,200 miles, I believe, and joining him on his quest is one of his friends, semi-friends, a man by the name of Stephen Katz. And Stephen, a little bit out of shape. He's an alcoholic, a reformed alcoholic. So he has that to deal with, but I'm trying to leave that right there. Anyway, my thoughts on the book, it's very interesting. I won't give you any spoilers on whether they walk the whole Appalachian Trail, but books like this always make me want to go outside into nature and to, I guess, be one with the woods. Where I grew up on a farm, so I really dig this book. Bryson's writing is very descriptive, very it's how I like it. It's not overly descriptive, but he gives you a sense of setting when he's sitting out there in the Great Smoky Mountains, or he's in Maine doing the 100-mile hike. He really knows how to put the reader in the place that he's at, and you could sit there and almost close your eyes and know or feel what it's like to be him. But also, it's humor. It's humorous. Bill Bryson's a pretty popular non-fiction writer, and this is the second book of his that I read. The first one was actually The Life and Times of the Thunderbolt Kid, which is about his childhood. But he always infuses humor into his non-fictions. So I really like that part. It's very readable. For non-fictions, a lot of times they could be dry and boring, and travel reading or travel writing can be kind of boring. But even though I wouldn't say that his trail or his goal wasn't met, I'll put it to you that way, in the end it still was very entertaining, and it leaves the reader kind of feeling satisfied as they're reading it. It was 400 pages, but it went by pretty quickly. What else to say about this book? Like I said, it's humorous. I got the paperback here. I really like hardcover, but this was what they had in the bookstore. I would recommend this to anyone. Some people don't like nonfiction or travel, but personally, I would love to hike the Appalachian Trail, but some of the descriptions about the bears, what they do to campers or what they don't do to campers, and different animals would kind of scare me. So I think I'm just best off reading the books and picturing myself as one of the hikers. So anyway, I'm going to give this book, out of 5 stars, I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Goodreads. All I could really ask for. 5 I'm not going to give very often, only perfect books that really hit home. So I give it a 4 out of 5. I'm still debating what I'm going to read next. Might be a Kindle book, might be a baseball book, I don't know. But it's about 5 minutes here. I've been doing this, talking about Bill Bryson, A Walk in the Woods, Rediscovering America on the Appalachian Trail. I recommend it. Check it out. And we will see you again in 3 or 4 weeks when I get around to finishing my next book. So have a nice day, everyone. Take care.